I want to start with a poem. It's funny, it's uncomfortable, and for a lot of women, it's a little too close to home. You want to hear it? Here's how it goes. I cannot see. I cannot pee. I cannot chew. I cannot screw. Oh my God, what can I do? My memory shrinks. My hearing stinks. No sense of smell. I look like hell. My mood is bad. Can you tell? My body's drooping, having trouble pooping. The golden years have come at last. The golden years can kiss my ass. People laugh at this poem, but what makes it uncomfortable is how many women recognize themselves in it. We've been taught that this is just what aging looks like, that this is normal, that this is the price of getting older. But here's the truth. No one says out loud. This poem isn't describing aging, it's describing hormone loss. Here's a statistic that should stop every woman in her tracks. Today, in the United States, only about 4.7 to 5% of postmenopausal women are using hormone therapy. 5%. In the late 1990s, before the Women's Health Initiative changed everything, about 1 in 4 women used hormone therapy. Fast forward to today, and that number has dropped to about 1 in 20. Yes, some women tried hormones at some point, but very few stayed on them long enough or used them correctly, at least to protect their brain, their breasts, their bones, their heart, and their metabolism. So most women are spending decades of their lives without the hormones that their bodies were designed to have. And during that same time, what have we seen skyrocket? Osteoporosis, Alzheimer's and dementia, muscle loss and frailty, metabolic disease, depression and anxiety in older women. And we've labeled it all normal aging. It's not normal. This is expected when estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone disappear and are never replaced. Imagine if we treated our teeth this way, the way we treat hormones. Your dentist says, well, you're older now. Cavities are normal. Let's just manage the pain. That would be absurd, right? Teeth cleaning isn't a luxury. It's a standard of care, as is wearing glasses. Someday, hormone optimization will be viewed the same way. Not as vanity, not as anti-aging, not as a luxury, but as basic maintenance for human health. This isn't about living forever. It's about living well. It's about strength instead of frailty, clarity instead of brain fog, vitality instead of just getting by. And it's about what we normalize, not just for ourselves, but for our daughters and the women watching how we age. If this poem felt a little too familiar, it's time to question the story that you've been told about aging. Subscribe if you want the science, context, and real solutions, not fear-based medicine. We don't have to age like this.